In the quiet stillness of the ancient land of Israel, a great prophet named Moses had passed away. But even in death, his journey was far from over. Let me tell you the captivating tale of why Satan fought so hard for Moses' body. Moses, a beloved servant of God, had led the people of Israel out of slavery in Egypt and guided them through the wilderness for 40 years. He had performed miraculous deeds and received the divine law from God himself on Mount Sinai. When Moses passed away, the people mourned deeply for their wise and faithful leader. But as the heavenly host prepared to welcome Moses into eternal rest, a dark and sinister figure lurked in the shadows. It was Satan, the adversary, consumed with envy and malice. He coveted Moses' body, for he knew that even in death, the presence of such a righteous man could inspire hope and faith among the people. Satan approached the archangel Michael, demanding that he hand over Moses' body. But Michael, a mighty warrior of God, refused to yield to the enemy's wicked schemes. Instead, he rebuked Satan in the name of the Lord and declared, "The Lord rebuke you." Undeterred, Satan persisted in his pursuit, for he saw an opportunity to sow discord and confusion among the people. He sought to incite them to idolize Moses' body, turning their hearts away from the true worship of God. But God, in his infinite wisdom, had a plan to thwart Satan's evil intentions. He commanded Michael to bury Moses' body in a secret place, hidden from the eyes of men and demons alike. And so, Moses was laid to rest in a place known only to God, far from the reach of the enemy. As the ages passed, the memory of Moses' earthly form faded into the mists of time, but his legacy lived on in the hearts of God's people. His teachings and his example continued to inspire generations to come, reminding them of the power of faith and obedience to God's commandments. Now, my curious young learner, let me explain the benefits and advantages of loving the God of the Bible. 1. Divine protection. Just as God protected Moses' body from the clutches of Satan, he watches over all who love him, shielding them from harm and guiding them on the path of righteousness. 2. Eternal life. By loving God and following his commandments, we secure for ourselves the promise of eternal life in his presence, where there is joy, peace, and everlasting fulfillment. 3. Spiritual fulfillment. Loving God brings a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment to our lives as we experience his love, grace, and mercy in abundance. 4. Community and fellowship. Loving God draws us into a community of believers where we can find support, encouragement, and shared devotion to the Creator. 5. Transformed character. As we grow in love for God, our character is transformed, and we become more like him in our attitudes, actions, and interactions with others. In conclusion, my dear young learner, loving the God of the Bible brings immeasurable blessings and advantages, both in this life and in the life to come. May you always seek to know him more deeply and to walk in his ways, for therein lies true happiness and fulfillment.